wait until we begin the championship match at 126, and then you begin the back match. So referees, hold your medal matches until we meet the wrestlers at 126 pounds.
Okay, just finished up the Parade of Champions. Live here on FloWrestling, I'm Mason Lindenmuth, about to start off an awesome set of Beast of the East finals at 126 pounds, where we'll see Anthony Knox, the #1 guy in the country. And he's taking on Sammy Spalding of Camden Catholic.
When you have your wrestles, you may begin. And officials on the back match, you may begin once the championship match begins. Please hold them.
See Anthony Knox, the #1 guy in the country at 120 pounds, wrestling up at 126 this weekend, as we typically see him do. Goes up during the regular high school season. He was a Beast champion here a year ago, but here we go. 2023 Beast of the East final, starting out 126 pounds in the black singlet, red ankle band. That's Anthony Knox or St. John Vianney. He's taking on Sammy Spalding, the Camden Catholic, the black and green singlet, green ankle band. Spalding unseeded in this tournament, but gone through it tough, but Knox going in, right in on the shot, was looking to possibly lock up Cradle. Picks up the takedown, goes up 2-0. Now he's going to award the escape to Spalding. Mentioned Spalding unseeded this weekend in this tournament, but took out the 3 seed early in the round of 16. Won that one in sudden victory, 4-2, and took out the 6 seed.
All wrestlers warming up. We ask you
the quarters, and then the 7 seed and the semi. So he's on a run here this weekend in Delaware. But he's better bring his A game for Anthony Knox. You see Knox go elbow off, head outside shot. Now he's got both legs, and there's the takedown. Knox extends his lead to 4-1. Mentioned Knox was a Beast champion a year ago. Sophomore. So he gives another escape. This kid's won just about everything in high school. Spalding comes forward with an underhook and drives him out of bounds.
Two-time state champion from New Jersey.
So Knox commit to Cornell back in October after winning a pretty deep Super 32 bracket. Committed right there on the mat. It was pretty unique, and it was pretty cool to be a part of. See shot going to the drag was Knox. Spalding brings him up. Spalding picking up his level changes.
His opponent, 126-pounder, is also a Jersey boy from.
Also see Knox rocking the FloWrestling #1 at 120 headgear. He got that at Who's #1 after taking out Leo DeLuca. Blair Academy won that match late with a takedown and near fall to take over the #1 ranking in the country. Snap, circles right, does Knox, drops it on the double leg. Easy finish for Knox late in the period. He's going to take a 6-2 lead to the second. Clean attack by Knox. It's going to be Spalding's choice to start the second period. He's going to go down right away. Knox had a really tight match in the semifinals against Sebastian Ortega. Got a slick takedown. I think he calls it the Musakayev shot late in the second period as he trailed 1-0. Won eventually 3-1. There's a reversal at the Granby for Spalding. Cuts it to 6-4. He's staying on top, dragging those toes, milking some more clock off on the edge. Knox circles his feet back in. He's going to try to kick away. Spalding down on the ankle, still able to follow, and they go out of bounds. Good persistence there by Spalding after picking up the reversal to stay on top. Just like that, he's got himself back into a 2-point match. Knox gets set underneath. Going down to the ankle now. Right leg comes in for Spalding. Knox trying to peel it out, but Spalding keeping his pressure forward now. Knox able to slip that leg out, and he picks up the escape. Makes it 7-4. Spalding coming kind of head first. See Knox feeling his head. Might have got a little bit of a headbutt there. He says he's all right, though. We're going to get back to it with 1:21 to go. Underhook now for Spalding. Knox looking to shoot out of it, and possibly duck the arm, but Spalding continues to wrestle. Another restart here. Elbow off and shot attempt. Kind of a shot fake for Spalding, and he's back to this right side underhook. Going back to that shot out of it was Knox. Throw by attempt. Knox comes up with the seatbelt. They go out of bounds once again. A lot of action. It looks like Knox going to take injury time. Looks like that headbutt might have affected him earlier on in the period. See him feeling the head on the edge. Hopefully he's all right. Trainer's going to check him out. You see Spalding there. Definitely picked up his pace in the second period. He's been bringing a lot of pressure forward, getting to his underhooks, taking Knox towards the edge. Got to find his way to an attack. He only trails by 3, and it will be Knox's choice to start the third. Still got just under a minute to go in this second period, though, when we get back to it. Mentioned Knox recently made his commitment to Cornell. He's number 4 in the class of 2025 big board. See Knox's coach talking to him right now.
At the completion of 126
figure out a game plan of how to approach the rest of this match.
To give out, and then we'll get to our next weight class. So don't be too anxious. The award will only take a minute.
Oh, we're actually not in injury time. We're on, I believe, concussion protocol. All right, Knox says he's all right. He's back to it. They're going to shake hands in the middle. We're going to cut the time. We've got 57 seconds to go in the second period as we get back to action. Knox is tough, man. I can't imagine him not finishing a match. So he looks to shoot off the snap. He's in on the single leg, splitting the legs. Bottom leg trapped. Now trying to control this ankle, maybe post the knee off. Cut double. Spalding locked in the crotch, but Knox kept the pressure on. Was able to come up with a takedown. Now extends the lead to 9-4. Spalding gets up to his feet. Knox going to give him the escape. Make it 9-5.
Stephen Jordan, Colorado. Your head referee, C.T. Baker from Delaware, the assistant. This is 126.
Heavy clubs coming from Spalding.
Very brief.
He's not going to back down. Knox just getting to these clean finishes. It's been the difference so far. As we go under 10 seconds to go. Second period in the books. It's going to be Knox's choice to start the third, and he's going to go down. So, Spalding get to work on top a little bit after picking up that reversal early on in the second period, but Knox is able to slip that leg and get his escape relatively quickly. Inside leg stand up for Knox. Dropping down to the ankle. Spalding now gets a back trip. He's going to push Knox away. Make it 10-5 now. Elbow off to the ankle for Spalding. They're going to stop it. They're going to go an unnecessary roughness call on Spalding. That's an interesting call. They give Knox a point. Make it 11-5 now. You hear the crowd didn't really like that one. I didn't really see what happened either. I mean, I know. Elbow off now again for Spalding. Gets that low ankle shot. Rolling him through his Knox. Now Spalding gets the bottom leg trapped. Knox going to give it up, make it 11-7. See if Spalding can get to work here as he's going to give the escape right away. Make it 12-7. A stall call on Knox as shoelace came untied. That's the right call, especially at least in high school. I know if shoelace comes untied, it's a stall call now, not a point. Crowd really getting into it, saying Knox is stalling. I know Knox, he's not going to like to end this match like that. He's going to probably get back to his offense here. As I say that, he gets in on the head outside shot, cuts to the double, gets a quick finish. 14-7 now the score. Looks like Knox going to push him away, possibly push for the
Hold
major.
132. We will do a brief presentation.
Make it 14-8. Re-attack Knox, back in on the leg. Dropping down to that same double leg finish.
2 more points.
16-8 now, the score.
Remaining.
8-point major decision lead for Knox, currently with just under a minute to go. Granby attempt there for Spalding. Now Knox pulling him back with the half. Looking for near fall. Just a one swipe. A couple one swipes there, not for near fall. Now Knox got him flat with both legs in. See Spalding kicking his legs, possibly trying to show the official there's nowhere he can go. A little bit
of the clock.
Strange there, but I think he wants a restart. Knox just going to take the legs out, keep him flat with 20 on the clock.
Once again, we will do a very brief presentation. We will be presenting the Governor's Cup.
Another roll attempt for Spalding, takes him out of bounds.
Immediately following this championship match.
Going to have 13 seconds to go on this restart. See if Spalding's able to find his way to a score, avoid giving up the major decision at least. So he gets up to his feet. Knox going to push him away. Now 16-9 with just 10 seconds to go. See Knox just hanging out. They're going to smack hands with 5 seconds on the clock. Spalding's just going to concede it. Anthony Knox, St. John Vianney, going to win his second Beast of the East title in a row.
126 pounds.
He's your 126-pound champion. You see some of these re-attacks for Knox.
Over to the award stand.
It's his first takedown, I believe. Another snap, go behind, dropping it on the double.
Take a break after this.
Please report to the award
It's
stand.
that head outside shot for Knox in the third period. Pretty similar finishes on all these attacks, but we're going to head to a break now. We'll be back in just a minute, guys.
So over to the award stand. We'll give a very, very brief presentation. We thank her for all of our support for our great sport of wrestling. Thank you, State Senator Nicole Poore. And here comes the cup. The Governor's Cup will now be presented to the head coach of Salesianum High School, Sally's head coach. Come on down. You win the Governor's Cup, the highest finished Delaware team. Come on down to the podium and come get your award, Sally's. Bring your team down there along with our state senator. Come on down, Sally's. We'll get the presentation and we'll get right to the wrestling. So please come on down. Here comes Sally's. And 1 second, we'll give him the trophy, and we'll get right to our next weight class.
All right, guys, let's stand by.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big round of applause for the team, top finishers from Delaware, Salesianum. Come on, how about it?
Check.
Congratulations.
Check.
And now let's meet the wrestlers wrestling for the 132-pound weight class championship. Representing Blair Academy, let's meet Maddie Looks.
All righty, guys, and we're back. We're about to get started with our next final at 132 pounds. Once they announce these guys in.
Officials, Bob Whitaker, you may begin the championship match at 132 pounds. Let's wrestle.
£132 beast of these finals. Got Matty Lopes in the silver singlet for Blair Academy, green ankle band. He's taking on Caden Riccardi. Riccardi in on the single leg right away. He's got the far ankle. It looks like 2 to me, and they're going to give it. Riccardi getting to work right away for St. Peter's Prep. Riccardi was a finalist here a year ago, finished as a runner-up. He's getting to work right away. Top seed coming into the weekend. While Lopes is the 6th seed. Interestingly enough, though, Lopes ranked number 15 in the country at 132 pounds, while Riccardi currently unranked. He's had himself a heck of a weekend. Getting up to his feet is Lopes. Going short sit. Riccardi switching sides, one side then the other. Back up to his feet is Lopes. Looking to drop the ankle was Riccardi, but Lopes going to get the escape, make it 2-1 with 1:10 to go in the first. Lopes got himself a big win in the semis over number 7, Nick O'Neill. Won that one 2-1 off a second period takedown and chose neutral in the third. As most people know, Nick O'Neill, very dangerous in the top position, was able to hold him off in the third. Won that one 2-1 to punch his ticket to the finals here, while Riccardi was dominant in his semifinal, 7-1 over Carson Walsh. Riccardi just a junior, while Lopes, the senior. Another shot attempt for Riccardi, down blocked by Lopes. Lopes also committed to wrestle at Lehigh next season, joining the Mountain Hawks. Low throw by off the snap for Lopes, was close to the corner. Now a shot for Riccardi. Lopes brings him up and over under. 10 seconds to go in the first period. Elbow off attempt, now re-attack by Lopes. He's in on the single leg on the edge. Whizzer for Riccardi. Lopes does have that far ankle, but I don't think he necessarily has it controlled. And we're gonna run out of time. Do it for the first period. Action-packed first period, 132 pounds. I'm not mentioned earlier in the tournament about Riccardi, man. He wrestles through every position. He's fun to watch. Lopes' choice to start the second period. He's going to go down. Lopes competed in the Ironman last week and put on a show.
Now let's meet his opponent, Junior.
I'm not really even sure what we're confused about here.
St. Peter's Prep. Been ranked number 14.
Oh, I see. They didn't know that the period was out. They thought they just went out of bounds, so they reset and put Lopes underneath. I thought Lopes chose bottom. That's also my bad for not paying attention, I guess, that closely. But Riccardi's choice now to start the second period, and he goes down. He's going to get the escape right away. Mentioned Lopes. Peter last week in the Ironman gave number 1 Ben Davino a super tight match. The last time won in tiebreakers, 5-2.
And he'd like to attend my alma mater of the U.S. Naval Academy. That's Caden.
Drag attempt there for Lopes. Now re-attack for Riccardi. Almost pulled Lopes right into his leg, and now just hipping in was Riccardi on the edge. They call him out of bounds. Mentioned Lopes getting that win over O'Neill in the semis as well. That was a rematch of a blood round match last week at Ironman that O'Neill won before going on to finish third. So avenging that loss was Lopes to punch his ticket here. He currently trails 3-1. 1:15 to go in the second. Riccardi bringing a lot of pressure forward. Like I said, he kind of over wrestles a little bit sometimes, makes some mistakes, but it's fun to watch and wrestles through just about every position. Not really any lapses like you see a lot of younger guys. They will just stop wrestling in tough positions out of nowhere, and it will come back to bite them. Versus Riccardi, he's always moving, always looking to score. Oh, looking to go to that ankle was Lopes. Riccardi was able to pull it back. Elbow control for Riccardi. Lopes able to post it off though. So we go down to just 20 seconds to go. Been a little bit more calculated this second period. Oh, low ankle shot there for Lopes. Once again, Riccardi pulls it back. Another shot attempt for Lopes late in the period, and that's going to do it. It'll be Lopes' choice now to start the third. He's going to go down.
126 pounders, come on down. We have some nice, comfortable chairs, award chairs for you in the back. 126 pounders, all weight of you. We will present 2 weight class awards After we wrestle the 138
Cardi covers, and we get going in this third period. Our second final of the evening, the 132 pounds. Cardi able to break Lopes down for a second now. Lopes circling out, up to his feet. Cardi was looking to drop the ankle. Lopes pulled it out of the way. Gonna make it 3-2 now in favor of Riccardi. Lopes able to find his way to a leg attack. So we saw him take these sort of like ankle pick, low singles, pulling the head down, dropping to the heel. Been close on a couple attempts, but Cardi's been able to get his leg back to this point.
Your referees for this championship match on mat number 1, that's Bob Whitaker from Florida. Andrew Dennison.
Another shot attempt for Riccardi. Re-attack Lopes. He's in on the leg. Riccardi pulls it back. Now he's working out a short offense, and they go out of bounds. Exactly 1 minute to go.
Riccardi, he was seated number 1 coming into this event. Matty Lopes was seated number 6.
I mentioned there, Lopes got it in the leg. Riccardi pulled it back and was immediately looking for his score. It's possibly what Lopes is kind of thinking, though. Try to catch him on one of these re-attacks. Backing on that low ankle. Riccardi pulls it back again. A double leg. Switches out to singled as Lopes. Going for the far ankle. He's got this leg shelved. Trying to climb the leg is Lopes. Fighting hands is Riccardi. No, they award the takedown.
Under 30 seconds remain.
Rolling now is Riccardi. Lopes takes the 4-3 lead with 22 seconds to go. I did not like when they gave that takedown. Now clearly he's in control, but I thought it was a little early. Riccardi looking to build up. Lopes dropping to the ankle. He might have just won himself a title with that late takedown. Short time to go. They roll out of bounds. We're going to get a restart with 6 seconds. Riccardi gets himself a reset, gets himself one last opportunity. Possibly tie this matchup if he's able to get out or possibly get a reversal. Expect he's probably going to roll off the whistle. Dropping down tight waist ankle is Lopes. And he's going to get it done with a late takedown from Matty Lopes. 132-pound Beast of the East champion. Found a way in the third.
And 32 pounds, 1 match overtime remains. Please hold 138.
Watch some highlights now. Lopes. And this is the third period takedown. Gets in on this single leg, shelves the leg, goes limp arm. That's when they awarded the 2. And that's what won him that title. Late takedown, go up 4-3, and was able to ride it out. Nice job there by Matty Lopes of Blair Academy.
Stay here for the next match.
We're gonna head up to 138 pounds next. Not sure if we're gonna do awards during the finals or we're gonna wait for them for after. Looks like we're just gonna head right back into action. So up next, 138-pound final for Blair Academy. And the green ankle band, silver, or excuse me, red ankle band, silver singlet. It's William DeCraker. He's taking on Jaden James and Del Barton. And the white and green singlet, green ankle bands. DeCraker was third at Ironman a week ago. Kind of continued that run this weekend, making the finals. Had a couple overtime matches to get to this point. Won sudden victory yesterday in the round of 16, and then took out the top seed, Carter Nogel, an ultimate tiebreaker in the semis on that one, 3-2 with an escape and ultimate tiebreaker. James, the 3 seed coming in, took out Tahir Parkins of Nazareth in a big one in the semifinals.
I am looking
James
for all
take another
126
attack.
pounders and 132 pounders.
Well, now one over Parkins 3-2 in the
Now
semis
at the
earlier
award
today. So
stand,
both these guys have been
so we can
tested already
present
this
your
weekend.
awards at the completion of the 138-pound weight class.
Shot here by James, going reinforced, kind of 3/4 was DeCraker to pull him off the leg, but James coming right back into him. DeCraker comes up with the underhook and snaps. They go out of bounds. DeCraker, number 16 in the country at 138 pounds. Well, James, number 17, down to 132 pounds. We got two top 20 ranked guys battling out here. Just 30 seconds to go in the first.
Wrestling 138 pounds on mat number 3 for third and fourth place. From Nazareth, Tahir Parkins.
Elbow control, duck attempt for James. Now, DeCraker looking to work out a short offense. Trying to circle left.
From St. John,
James able to keep the elbow and avoid giving up the go behind. As they go out of bounds with 15 on the clock. Level change there by James. Got DeCraker to bite on it a little bit. That'll do for period number 1. We're scoreless at 138 pounds. James' choice to start the second period. He's going to go down. Put the first points up here. Set on top is DeCraker, going tight waist ankle, trip. Trying to bring James back down. Big mat return for DeCraker. James popping right back up though. DeCraker's hustling on top here early in the second. You see DeCraker, sort of a shorter stock here, 138 pounder, but he goes on these little sprints where super quick, super explosive. You saw that early in the second. James back up to his feet. DeCraker brings him back down once again. Now, almost sucking him back was DeCraker. Back down on the ankle. Coming back up once again is James. DeCraker down on the ankle, but James gonna kick away and get the escape. Take the 1-0 lead, 30 seconds into the second. Thumb block on the right for James, and a little bit of a finger fight going on the far side. We tick under a minute to go. Pace slowed a little bit already in this second period. Saw a lot of attacks in that first. A little bit of a smack there by DeCraker. You hear the crowd booing and on.
Ceremonies will follow the 138-pound championship match.
Drag attempt for James now, taking a
James.
shot from space of his own. Ducking the arm on the far side is James, and he gets a takedown. That was nice.
Nationally ranked number 13 in the country.
One single to his left to James.
3-0 lead now.
DeCraker sprawled back on top of him, and James ducked the arm on the right side.
Regional
Clean
champion.
finish there. Goes up 3-0 with 33 seconds to go
32 All-American
in this period.
Fourth.
DeCraker up right away and gets the escape. Cuts it to 3-1.
Nickname is Bugs, and he'd like
It's
to
probably
be
half
an
a second it
astronaut.
took DeCraker to get out.
Jaden James.
Always been a little jealous of guys that can get out that quick. I'm not that quick.
3-1 lead now, second period.
Hand fight starting to pick up for DeCraker. Oh, inside reach, kind of knee pull single for James. Going back to that 3/4 is DeCraker possibly looking to take him to his back, but they're going to run out of time. It's DeCraker's choice to start the third. He's going to go back down.
Virginia, 13-1 this year. National High School Coaches Association champion, Ironman, he was third. Powerade, fourth. Escape the Rock, fourth and fifth. He's a former Maryland state champion.
DeCraker out again in about a second.
3.3 GPA.
Makes it 3-2.
His plans are to
Shot here
go to
from
college, major in
space,
engineering
and
or
then looking to
finance,
duck once again was
and
James.
become an NCAA
DeCraker fighting it
champion.
off. You know DeCraker's going to bring it in this third as he trails by 1. Starting his sprint. Snap, looking for the go behind.
Tom Bauer, Montana.
James able to
Referee Tim Green
circle
from
out.
Virginia. That's his assistant.
Kind of snapping him right into a shot there was DeCraker. James looking to finish. He gets above the knee now. 360 for DeCraker's got the toe. They're going to pick up the takedown as James gets the mat return on the edge. Might have been a little bit over aggressive there with DeCraker. Kind of snapped James right into the single leg. But man, when you're trailing, you kind of got to start taking risks. James now goes up 5-2 with 1:14 to go, but escape here for DeCraker, and it's a one takedown match. Just like that, 5-3 now. Takedown could tie it for DeCraker. Snaps him right into the shot once again. See James timing these snaps very well. Just attacking off him. Close on that double leg right there.
Number 3, third place finisher.
Head in the chest, with DeCraker somehow able to sprawl out of it.
Parkins 5-3 decision over Carter Noggle of Mount St. Joe's.
Another shot for James. Locked on the single leg again, but now he's got that ankle. Is DeCraker going to try to possibly hook the ankle?
Billy DeCraker needs to make something happen to tie this up.
Lost the ankle now. They're going to call a stalemate with 38 on the clock.
And your 7th place finisher, Jack Myers of Morristown, with a 2-1 decision over Jake Zaltzman of St. John Vianney. Jack Myers by decision.
Shot attempt there from DeCraker, not able to get there. Another heavy snap. James looking to shoot out of it. He's going to shoot him to the edge.
After the championship match.
DeCraker going to get back in this position, trying to hook the ankle, but probably going to run out of space. They go out of bounds with 22 to go.
132. Come down. We're going to give you your rewards. Come on down now. We are ready to give you your awards. 132.
Under 20 to go. See if DeCraker's able to find his way to a takedown. He's sprinting now. Another shot off the snap by James. Just done a really good job this whole match. But DeCraker's still wrestling, trying to break this lock. James going to do a good job getting elbow deep and going to finish that one out. Jaden James at Del Barton going to get it done. 5-3 the final over Billy DeCraker. He's your Beast of the East champion at 138 pounds.
All 132 pounders. I'm looking.
See, that was James's takedown in the second period, ducking that arm. Gave him a 3-0 lead, and then got this other finish in the third. Clinched it.
26 pounds.
All right, we're going to go to a quick break here as they do awards presentations. We'll be back in just a minute, though.
At 126
believe those two guys training partners, so pretty familiar with one another. We're under a minute to go, scoreless here at 144 pounds. Consiglio was an Ironman runner-up last weekend, losing the finals to Pearson Manville for the second time in just a couple weeks. But Consiglio, number 2 in the country at 144 pounds. He's a senior, committed to Stanford. Shooting out of the underhook into the high crotch. Consiglio, but Van Hoven locked in the crotch, looking to roll him through. Consiglio trying to hold him there, possibly hook this ankle now, pick up the takedown. There it is. Consiglio takes a 2-0 lead. 17 seconds to go in the first. They go out of bounds. They get restarted here with 16 seconds on the clock.
Please take everybody, your wrestlers warming up on mat 7. We ask that guy to please move off the mat.
Huge takedown there for Consiglio towards the end of the period. See if he can capitalize and get the ride out.
Please warm up back in the corners.
Roll attempt there for Van Hoven. Consiglio throws the legs in, breaks them flat. Looks like that's how we're gonna ride this first period out. Nice job there by Consiglio, taking advantage, getting that takedown late in the period and getting the ride out. Consiglio's choice to start the second. He defers to Van Hoven. Van Hoven's gonna go neutral. I always talk about guys getting takedowns at the end of periods. I know it's might be a little overemphasized in the sport of wrestling, but it is very important. Essentially making a takedown worth 2 what it should be rather than just 1 point and giving up an escape.
We ask you to please warm up.
It's what commonly happens. If you're able to get it at the end of a period, get a ride out.
Not in front of the mat.
Can change the whole dynamic of a match. Van Hoven dropping down to the knees, possibly trying to time the hands here. Consiglio waiting for him to reach. Consiglio meets him there. Gives him a kind of double shoulder push.
Let's meet your
Van Hoven coming forward, takes Consiglio to the edge. Consiglio circles his butt back to center.
144 pounds.
Hoven dropping down to the knees once again.
Jack Consiglio is a senior from Malvern Prep, 11-1 this year.
Guys dropping down to knees. It can be a little frustrating for the other guy because you got to be careful. You got to have good hand placement, good positioning. You kind of reach a little bit too much. Guys can just get right under your hands, head and hands, and right in on your legs. So Consiglio doing a nice job so far, kind of matching Van Hoven's level down there. Van Hoven that chose neutral, so see if he looks to put together any offensive attacks.
Stanford University. Consiglio, 2-0 lead, mat 1. His opponent from Brook Point, hailing from Stafford, Virginia.
Underhook for Van Hoven takes Consiglio right off the edge. They're going to bang Consiglio for stalling there. I don't know. I've seen it a lot already this year, guys getting underhooks or just shooting guys towards the edge, but like there was no attempt at an attack there by Van Hoven. He just punched the hook and ran him straight out.
Van Hoven ranked 16th in the country.
I think both guys heard the whistle from another mat, stopped wrestling, so they're just going to restart here with 6 seconds to go.
St. George's, Newark Charter and DMA wrestlers.
He's going to do it for period number 2. Consiglio's choice to start the third. He's going to go down.
Newark Charter and DMA wrestlers, please report to the West Gymnasium to assist with the mat cleanup. Thank you.
Mentioned that semifinal against Rosicki for Consiglio. Gotten a lot of crazy scrambles from mat wrestling. Close to getting put on his back several times, but was able to kind of wrestle through the position and extended scrambles and keep himself alive. Van Hoven gets to work on top. Throwing a leg in on the right side. Got those ankles locked. Granby attempt there for Consiglio as he's looking for the reversal, and they're going to give it to him on the edge. So he controlled both ankles. Well, they're just going to give the escape, actually, for loss of control. Oh, man, I thought he had both ankles. Malvern coach going to have a word with the official. Talk to Malvern coach Ben Toohey before the finals, saying big thing with Consiglio's avoid
144-pound
going to his
championship
back so much. That was the
Consiglio.
difference maker in the couple matches he's had against number 1 Pearson Manville this year is just take down a near fall, and it's kind of the match has been out of hand before it even really gets going. There's a couple of those scrambles against Rosinski in the semis that almost got him in trouble with that once again, going to his back. Consiglio's going to shoot Van Hoven out of bounds. We'll restart with 1:16 to go. Consiglio leads 3-0. So they upheld the escape there, no reversal.
At 144 pounds. From Blair Academy, Logan.
Keep in mind, Consiglio does have that stall warning as well, which could come into play here. He doesn't stay engaged. Shot here. Van Hoven now comes up to body lock. He's going to get the takedown. Consiglio rolls. He's got that bottom leg hooked. Now he's looking for a reversal. Locking in on the leg is Van Hoven. Consiglio sits corner looking to roll, but they're going to go out of bounds with 46 on the clock. It's now 3-2. Van Hoven's going to give Consiglio the escape, make it 4-2. Down to 35 to go in the third. Van Hoven's able to find his way to another attack. Consiglio does have that stall warning, so imagine he backs up much at all. They're probably going to bang him again. So he's got to be aware of that. Level changes coming for Consiglio. Just kind of circling, keeping his feet moving. Under 10 seconds ago, there's the second stall warning on Consiglio. As he looks at the clock, Van Hoven coming forward. It's not going to be enough. Jack Consiglio for Malvern Prep. He's going to win the 144-pound Beast of the East title.
4-3 as Jack Consiglio will become the 144.
That takedown late in the first period, the difference maker. As I mentioned, that takedown to ride out was huge, and he's going to get it done. 4-3 the final for Chase Van Hoven. See, this was Consiglio, I believe, looking for the reversal on the edge. Or no, that's when he got the takedown at the end of the first, excuse me. This was when he got close on that reversal on the edge. Toe came out of bounds, so they just gave him the escape there. And that's what got it done for Consiglio. And we're going to head up to an absolute banger. Might be my favorite, personally, final of the afternoon at 150 pounds.
Officials on mat number 1.
We've got two returning Pennsylvania state champions going at it here for the 150-pound Beast of the East title. Colin Rath of Bethlehem Catholic, you see him there.
Scheduled Kenny Krieger.
He's taking on Colin Guy,
Let's go,
Quakertown. There you see Guy. Gonna shake hands here and kick it off. 150-pound Beast of the East final. Colin Rath for Bethlehem Catholic in the black and gold singlet, red ankle band. He's taking on Colin Guy in the blue and white singlet, green ankle band. Both these guys returning AAA Pennsylvania state champions. Rath down at 138, Guy at 145. These two met 2 years ago when they were both freshmen. The 2022 Pennsylvania State Tournament, in both the quarterfinals and for third place, and it was Rath winning both those matches, tight ones. Rath currently ranked number 5 in the country at 150 pounds, while Guy number 9. Rath also last week making his commitment to the University of Missouri. He's just a junior, while Guy committed to wrestle at Virginia Tech. See underhook coming for Rath. Guy controlling that elbows. We tick under a minute to
Don't
go in the
forget, wrestling
first.
fans and wrestlers, we got trash bags all over the place.
I expect this match to
Could you please
be
pick
pretty
up some trash on your
pretty
way out?
calculated.
Please put it in the appropriate
As I
bag.
say that, shot attempt by Guy, re-attack by Wrath. Got a little flurry there. Wrath's got a lot of offense, likes his snap go behinds and his single leg. Guy's really good in the scrambles. Also got a good single leg himself. Throw bys as well.
He's a junior, Bethlehem Catholic, 11 wins, 1 defeat this year, 73-4 overall, ranked 5th in the country. He's been wrestling for 11 years, PIAA state champion.
Back to that left side underhook for
Attended
Wrath.
University of Missouri, that's Colin Wrath.
Single leg attempt for
He's a
Guy.
junior.
Just 10 seconds to go.
His opponent,
Stuck in this short offense position, and they clear.
Pennsylvania guy from Quakertown High School, is a junior. Wrestled
Gonna do it
10
for period
years.
number 1. We're
He's
scoreless.
ranked 6th in the country. PIAA state champion.
Gonna be
Barno
Guy's choice to
All-American,
start the second period.
National High School
He's gonna go
champion,
down.
Escape the Rock champion. Honor roll every semester he has
Wrath.
been in high school.
Saw Wrath compete at Who's Number 1 a couple months ago,
What's the
down at
major in
144 pounds. He
bioengineering?
fell to
Lance
Pearson
Shortman.
Manville, guy who
And
beat
wrestled
he
for the
beat for his
Hokies of
first state
Virginia
title
Tech.
last season. Lost that one
That's
2-0,
Colin
but
Guy.
and shortly after made the jump up to 150, where he won a Super 32 title in impressive fashion. Guy's gonna get his escape just 5 seconds into the second period.
First point goes up on the board for
Wrath
Colin
lost
Guy.
last weekend in the semifinals of Ironman in a rematch of that Super 32 final against Cody Rutledge of Oklahoma, Edmond North. And went on to finish third.
We will present the awards at
Last I saw Guy live, it was
138 and
last month at the
144
Clarion Open,
following
competing against some of the
this
Division
match.
I college guys in a pretty competitive match with returning All-American Dylan D'Amelio, which is pretty impressive. Wrath back to this underhook. Pulling him back in this similar front headlock position. Not too much happening from here. Wrath coming forward, taking Guy towards the edge. Guy just kind of staying down in 3-point, controlling that elbow. He's going to circle himself back center. Guy kind of picking up his footwork a little bit. Gives a heavy right club. There's a shot attempt by Guy. Wrath looking for the re-attack.
I see
20 to go in the
138
second.
counters down there.
Bit of a chess match
How
going
about
on here at 150
144
pounds.
pounders for your awards, please. We have 2 rows of chairs. Like to get your awards out.
Wrath moving forward. Guy's going to circle his butt back to center with short time to go. It's going to do it for period number 2. Wrath's choice to start the third. He's going to go down.
Buzzer rings.
I did mention these guys both Pennsylvania State champs last year, back-to-back weights. It's also like storyline behind it's insane. Wrath took out 2 returning state champs in both the semi and the final to win his title, while Guy beat 2-time returning state champion Mac Church in his state final to win his first state title. Dropping down to the legs is Guy. Big return. Guy pretty tough in the top position. You don't see Wrath really struggle underneath, though. Wrath won the Beast of the East a year ago. He was actually the main event of the finals, the final match of the day last year, where he took out Tyler Vasquez, Del Barton. Pretty awesome final there. I believe he won that with a late takedown. Standing switch here for Wrath, looking for the reversal. Guy rolling and passing the leg. Wrath's gonna try to kick away now. Guy's gonna follow though. Nice job there by Guy. It looked like he was kind of dead to rights on that switch. He was able to roll and pass the leg and then follow Wrath. He tried to kick away.
Ed Colin Wrath.
Wrath's gonna get reset on bottom with 134 to go in the third. Right leg coming in for Guy. They're gonna stop it potentially dangerous. interesting. Like, guys got to be careful there. Rass coming up. If he throws the leg in a couple more times, they're probably going to hit him for stalling. Brings his foot off the mat. Typically how it's called. Rath back up to his feet, looking for another standing switch possibly. Guy dropping to the leg. Rath kicking.
Comes in seated number 1 in this tournament.
Guy following, back up to his feet, looking for the return. There's a first stall warning on Guy. So he returns him out of bounds. So keep that one in mind. Guy does have a warning.
Mat number 3 from Faith Christian Academy.
Rath's been putting in a lot of work underneath and kind of forced Guy to drop down to the legs.
For 3rd place, Chase Hunt by decision.
157-pound
Rath
wrestlers, don't be in a hurry. We have 2
getting
awards
under the
to give
leg
out.
now.
157-pound wrestlers,
Locking
please stay in your corner.
in the crotch, or excuse me, with
Stay
ankle
warmed up.
control is Guy.
Officials,
Now,
please hold your
Rath coming
matches.
towards the
We have
head.
2 awards to give out.
Back hook on the leg for Guy
Referees,
now.
Please hold your matches until our awards
Guy's
are
going to have to
complete.
work up here. He does have that
We get to
stall
go
warning.
ahead.
Back up to his feet is Rath.
57.
Looking for the return. Now another switch for Rath. Guy's able to follow once again. Impressive performance here on top for Guys. He's back down on the leg and following there towards the edge. Rath looking to get himself a restart with 30 seconds on the clock. Impressive effort here by both guys.
Remaining.
I don't know how Guys sticking with him here.
Guy,
Rath looks like he's had hip separation several times. Guys found a way to an ankle or a leg and worked up. Just a 30-second go here for Rath. See if he's able to find his way to this escape. Back down on the ankle. It's Guy. Another switch here for Rath. Guy hipping into him, though. Able to follow. We're back up to our feet on the edge. Guy keeping him in bounds, milking a couple more seconds off that clock. There's 18 seconds to go here. That stall call could come back to bite Guy, so he's got to make sure to work up if he's dropping down to these ankles.
138, 144 awards to follow.
Guy going out, trapping that ankle. He's in good shape now. Just under 10 seconds to go, but Rath gets to his feet once again. Down on the ankle is Guy. Another switch for Rath. Close to the reversal is Rath. The referee's going to talk about, I think, that separation, at least for an escape. They're going to award the escape to Rath with just about 1 second to go on the clock. So that's going to tie the match at 1, and we're going to head to sudden victory. Great effort by both guys, especially Rath, to get that hip separation for the escape. I do believe that's the right call. I don't think there was enough control established by Rath for a reversal, but Rath got his hips separated. So we're going to head to sudden victory. Guy gets about 1:59 of a ride on.
That point was scored.
Rath able to get out. We're going to head to sudden victory. 1 minute on the clock. First score wins here in sudden victory.
First wrestler who scores.
There's no score here. We will go to 30-second tiebreakers. See, either guy works to get this takedown here and settle it in this sudden victory period. Underhook for Rath. You imagine he's got a little more sense of urgency. As Guy definitely has the mat game advantage here based on what happened in regulation. Just 30 seconds to go. It's Rath coming forward. Guy does have a stall warning, so he's got to stay engaged. High crotch for Rath. Guy locked around the belly just 10 seconds ago. Rath with both legs over towards the edge. Now Guy trying to pass a leg. He's going to be able to get himself out of danger there. So we run out of time. So we're going to head to tiebreakers now. Flip of the disc.
We'll flip the disc. We'll see who
It'll be Guy's choice first
top, bottom, or defer.
in the tiebreakers. He's going to go down.
Periods will now be wrestled.
Both guys will get their opportunity for choice here in these 30-second tiebreakers.
Second ride out.
Somebody has a lead after these two 30-second periods, they will win. If not, we will head to an ultimate tiebreaker, which in that case it would be Guy's choice as he scored the first point.
It's all tied up. Go to the ultimate tiebreaker.
Up to his feet right away is Guy. Down on the ankle is Wrath. But to get the return. Guy back up. Wrath taking him towards the edge. They're going to go out of bounds. Just 9 seconds off the clock there. Sometimes that's all you need in these 30-second rideouts. Just a few seconds here and there ultimately adds up. It's a caution on Wrath. I believe that is his first. Do it for the first 30-second tiebreaker. It's Wrath's choice now. He's going to go down. If he's able to take a lead here, he will win after this period, obviously. You got to believe Guy's going to commit to the ride. He does have a stall warning, so you can't just drop to ankles, take Wrath out of bounds. You got to be careful in that aspect. Guy gets set. Wrath up to his feet right away. Gonna get his hips back. Wrath's gonna get the escape, go up 2-1. Guy's got to come now.
And now Colin Guy must score.
Snap for Guy.
To win
Bring
this
him up
match,
and
and he's
over
got 13
under.
seconds to go.
Wrath's just gonna try to pinch here as he's got an underhook. Looking to duck the arm was Guy. Trying to get himself to an attack. Short time to go here. And that's going to do it.
It was a great match.
Colin Wrath, the Bethlehem Catholic's going to win his.
2023.
Wrath gets it done over Colin
Ladies and
Guy.
gentlemen, your attention
2-1
award stand
in tiebreakers.
for our next awards.
He's your 150-pound beast of the East.
Now let's go to center match. Let's meet the 157-pound championship wrestlers. Representing Blair Academy, meet Paul Ognasante.
All right, guys, and we're back here, about to get started here with our 157-pound Beast of the East final. 157-pound final here, the 2023 Beast of the East. We've got Charlie Scanlon for Bethlehem Catholic, another Becca kid here in the black and gold singlet, red ankle band. He's taking on Paul Ognasante of Blair Academy in the silver and blue singlet, green ankle band. Probably not a final a lot of people expected to see here at 157 pounds. Scanlon came into the weekend unseeded, 157 pounds. Took out the 16 seed, the 1 seed, the 8 seed, and the 13 seed to make the final. Well, Ognasante, I believe the only ranked guy in the country in this weight, but currently sitting at number 18 in the country at 157 pounds. But he was seeded 7th. Took out the 2 seed Max Stein in the quarterfinals this morning, and then won in sudden victory over 14 seed Marlowe, 3-1 to get to this final. Ognasante was the top seed last week at Ironman, but it was upset in the quarterfinals before going on to finish 5th. So he's looking for a little bit of revenge this weekend, get himself a major title. Scanlon, there's the first stall warning on Scanlon. Oh, and there's a nice re-attack by Ognasante looking to sit him. Split here for Scanlon as he takes a look at the clock. Still 22 seconds to go in the first. A lot of time to finish here for Ognasante. Scanlon looks to roll and possibly pass a leg, but not able to get there. Ognasante's going to take the 2-0 lead. Going single wrist ride with short time is Ognasante. Often call it the Blair ride. The Blair Academy wrestlers have been perfecting that ride for as long as I can remember. Ognasante's choice to start the second period. He's going to go down. Currently leads 2-0. As I mentioned, he's ranked number 18 in the country. He's a senior, committed to wrestle at Penn University next season. Scanlon's kind of been an interesting story for Bethlehem Catholic. As a freshman, was a backup behind quite a few guys like Colin Rath and other guys through the middleweights of their deep lineup. Ognasante gets the escape to go 3-0. Scanlon got himself into the lineup last year. Had a lot of solid wins. Qualified for the state tournament, but fell in the blood round. Now all the way to the Beast of the East finals. Some impressive performances this weekend.
He wants to go to college.
No, nice re-attack off the fake for Scanlon, but Ognasante wrestles through the position, follows Scanlon. He's going to pick up the takedown. Wow, just good wrestling there by both guys. Ognasante just continued to wrestle through the position, even through a little Granby attempt by Scanlon, was able to follow him, go up 5-0. Just about a minute to go in the second. Now Ognasante looking for near fall. Tight waist tilt, just a 1 count.
Your awards are next. We will wrestle 165 and present the 150 and 157 awards.
Now looking for more swipes here as Ognasante's not able to load these hips up quite enough for near fall criteria. Head lever now on the right side for Ognasante. They go out of bounds with 25 to go. I believe Ognasante heard the whistle from the other mat, so no caution issued there.
5-0 lead now for Agnesante.
Going back to that single wrist ride for Ogden Santi out to the right side. Now putting the arm on the back just 10 seconds ago in the second period. Blair coach is telling him one tilt, short time, try to score a couple near fall here, but he's just gonna ride the period out. Be Scanlon's choice to start the third. See what he decides to do here. Scanlon's gonna go neutral to start the third period. Scanlon's had a couple nice attacks, but it's Ogden Santi right back in. Knee pull, it's got that leg shelved on the inside hip, and he's gonna convert the takedown. Make it 7-0. He's rolling now, gonna award the escape to Scanlon, make it 7-1. Was right back in on the shot, but they go out of bounds.
And Charlie Scanlon puts 1 point on the board for that escape.
Looks like Ogden Santi's pushing for bonus here. This level changes going now in on the high crotch, crackdown position. Ogden Santi. Scanlon locked around the chest. Gonna hop his hips over to the other side is Ogden Santi. They're gonna award the takedown. Might have been a little early for my liking, but nonetheless, Ogden Santi convert, go up 9-1. 1:03 to go. Baiting a cradle there. Gonna give Scanlon the escape. Make it 9-2 now. Santi definitely pushing for bonus points at this point. Only leads by 7. He goes to the other side now on the single leg. Shelving that on the inside hip once again. It looks like he might have Scanlon really feeling it at this point. He's gonna make it 11-2. With 45 to go. He's gonna push him away once again, make it 11-3. Wow, nice shot there by Ogden Santi. Went one way then the other. The low single going backside. Took up another takedown, make it 13-3. And Ogden Santi looks impressive today, man. Mentioned he had that sudden victory match in the semifinals, but he pulled out all the stops for the finals this afternoon. Currently leads by 9 with 25 to go. Both guys shoot at the same time. Might have collided heads there a little bit. And Santi's just going to snap Scanlon to get the go behind. Get 15-5 now with the escape. 10 seconds to go. Another shot for Ogden Santi coming out the back door. Short time. Not going to have enough time to get it. But a 15-5 major decision for Paul Ogden Santi, Blair Academy. Getting a little bit of revenge after losing at Ironman last weekend. He's your 157-pound Beast of the East champion.
Now let's go to center back and beat our 157-pound championship. Make that 165-pound.
Here's the replay. Some of these finishes on leg attacks for Ogden Santi. Saw the dive attempt there by Scanlon. He was able to stop it. A little bit of a mat return, but we're going to go up to 165 pounds next.
Officials, when
Wrestling for third place on mat number 3 at 165 pounds from the Gilman School.
165-pound final. We got Will Hankel of Blair Academy in the blue single red ankle band. He finished a single leg early here, taking on Ryan Garvick, but Hankel locking up the near side cradle. Possibly looking to end this one early. So he's picking up near fall. Gonna get the full 3 near fall there. Go up 5-0. Hankel's out to a quick start here.
Your official.
He's taking on Ryan Garvik, the Central Dolphin.
At 160.
They go out of bounds. Garvik,
Rico Gilbert.
Pennsylvania State runner-up the last 2 years.
And representing
Had himself a wild semifinal against the top seed Jordan Chapman. Won that one 12-11. I recommend going back and watching that one if you haven't. Hankel's going to give Garvik the escape. They get 5-1. Excuse me.
Our first wrestler,
Shot by Garvik. Easy go behind for Hankel. Hankel ranked number 6 in the country at 165 pounds.
His entire career of
Number 2 going into the weekend last week at Ironman, where he finished 5th, and probably one of the best brackets of the year. Guys like Angelo Ferrari, Joe Seeley, Ladarian Lockett, Ethan Burden, Will Hankel all in that weight class. Hankel's going to give Garvik the escape once again, make it 7-2. 35 seconds to go in the first. Saw Hankel compete in the Who's Number 1 event back in September, where he took on Joe Seeley in a rematch. Hankel actually won at the U20 World Team Trials. He's it back in on the shot. Easy finish for the single leg, make it 9-2 now. Seeley was able to win that one, I believe 4-2 over Hankel to take over the number 1 spot in the country.
That's Will Hankel.
Short time to go here. Gonna do for the first period. Hankel out to a quick start, 9-2 after the first. Hankel's choice to start the second period. He's going to defer to Garvik. Garvik's going to go down. Garvik, a senior. He's committed to wrestle Indiana next year, while Hankel, who's going to award the escape to Garvik, make it 9-3 now. Number 8 on the class of 2025 big board, currently uncommitted. One of the top guys in that class, currently uncommitted, but definitely one of the top prospects in the country. Another shot from space by Garvik, and the easy go behind for Hankel. Guy next to me just mentioned might be seeing another takedown clinic here, as we saw in our 157-pound final. Paul Santi, and Hankel's just getting to work. Snap, looking for the go behind. He's going to get it once again. We got 13-4. Saw Garvik kind of bait guys in that front headlock to try to circle behind. He controls the elbow, kind of like a little gross roll. Rolls forward, is able to take him to their back. So he gets another escape, make it 13-5. I've seen him attempt that a couple times with Hankel, but Hankel just slipping his elbow and circling behind. Giving him up a little easy as Garvik. Hankel's going to take him off the edge. That's going to be Garvik's first stall warning with 1:02 to go in the the second period. Single leg for Hankel. He's got this leg shelf, looking to bring it back. Get the trip, nice finish.
15-5 lead in the championship match. 15 kicks of the clock were made. Second period.
Hankel's going to break him flat on the edge with under 10 seconds to go in the second. That's going to do it for period number 2. Be Hankel's choice to start the third. He's going to go bottom. He thought about it a little bit. I do believe this is probably Garvik's best position. Traditional Central Dolphin wrestler. Very good with his hazard tilts, cross wrist tilt, tight waist tilts. See if he's able to threaten Hankel at all in this third period. Hankel up to his feet right away. He's going to cut away for the escape in just 4 seconds. Make it 16-5. Now in on the low single, cuts off to the double. 17-5, or excuse me, 18-5 now for Hankel. So he's going to give the escape. Get 18-6. Just 2 takedowns away from a technical fall here is Hankel. Shot here for Garvik. go behind by Hankel. Looks like Hankel's going to push him away once again. Going to make it 20-7. One takedown away from a technical fall is Will Hankel. Nice little timing on the reach there by Hankel. In on the single once again. Gets that leg shoved, going to the far hip. Now he's got the far ankle. He's going to pick up the takedown. It's going to be a 22-7 technical fall for Blair Academy's Will Hankel. After finishing 5th last weekend in a super tough Ironman field, he dominates through the Beast of the East field. And he's your 165-pound Beast of the East champion. What a performance by Will Hankel. We're going to go to a replay here. Ton of replays we could watch there for Hankel. He was on it from the get-go. There's a cradle early on in the first period. It's one of his single leg finishes. A nice little sweep there in the trip. Won him his first Beast of the East title. I believe we're waiting for the other placement matches on mats 3, 5, and 7 to finish up for 165 pounds, 165 pounds. So we're going to go to a break here real quick, and we'll be back here in just a moment.
Award recipients, 2 weight classes coming up. 150, 157. Please report.
And that's a final on mat number 7 from Liberty Fields, Noah Hall. Your winner by decision, 3-2 over Dominic Sopolik of Notre Dame. Noah Hall by decision.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your attention to the award stand as we present the awards at 150 pounds. Finishing 8th, representing Del Barton, Gabe Logan.
And we're back, guys. Gonna head to awards for 150 and 157 pounds, I do believe. There you see Ryan Burton, number 3 guy in the country, 175 pounds, coming up in our next final, what should be another great one. He's taking on number 7, Adam Waters. You see Waters there for Faith Christian Academy, just a sophomore.
In 4th place, from First Colonial High School, Thomas Stopka. Finishing 3rd.
It's already been an awesome set of finals. I believe we're on match number 7 or 8 already. Gonna loop around, end at 120 pounds for a great one later on this afternoon between Leo DeLuca and Aaron Seidel. But we're gonna go back to another break, guys. I'll be back with you here in just a minute.
Bethlehem Catholic, Colin Rath. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet your 157-pound award recipients. Finishing 8th, representing Chantilly High School, Benjamin Tweeter. In 7th place, from Faith Christian Academy, Matt Stein. In 6th place, representing Thomas Jefferson High School, Boatney Bartlett. Finishing 5th, from Caitlin Catholic, Paige Jones. In 4th place, from Melbourne Prep, Nathan Rickards. Finishing 3rd, representing Vernon Catholic, Ryan Ford. Your runner-up at 157 pounds, representing Bethlehem Catholic, Charlie Scanlon. And ladies and gentlemen, your champion, representing Blair Academy at 157 pounds, Beast of the East champion 2023, Paul Otisante. Ladies and gentlemen, your 157-pound award recipients. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to 175 pounds at center mat. Let's meet the wrestlers representing Faith Christian Academy, Adam Walters. His opponent from St. Joseph Regional will be Ryan Burton. Let's get them going on match number 1. Let's wrestle.
And we're back, guys, getting ready for a 175-pound final. Beast of the East final, 175 pounds. We got a good one here. It's be Ryan Burton, number 3 in the country for St. Joseph Regional in the white and yellow singlet, green ankle band. He's taking on Adam Waters for Faith Christian Academy, number 7 in the country, 175 pounds. See Burton going for the go behind here early. Waters controlling that elbow. Gonna get stalemated here with 1:36 to go in the first. Saw Burton take out number 2 Gage Wright in the semifinals earlier today. I called that one. It was a fun match. Burton trailed in the 3rd period, 4-3. Was able to go to his underhook, little throw by to the single leg for an easy finish, and got the ride out. Take out the number 2 guy in the country. Not many tournaments in the high school level you see number 2 and number 3 in the country in the semifinals, but BC East is one of those tournaments, man. Got a lot of high-level matches early on in the tournament, and these finals have been even better. Burton's back down to this front headlock. Waters controlling the left arm of Burton. Probably going to see a stalemate here in a second if these guys don't improve, and there it is. 55 to go in the first, and we're still scoreless.
From Parkersburg South, Gage Wright.
Waters has been pretty dominant all weekend, the 2 seed coming to the weekend.
Now let's face your 175
A 14-4 major decision in his semifinal to get here. He competed at the Ironman last weekend.
5 wins and 0 defeats.
He finished 5th, I believe. Back to this underhook for Burton. That's where he's really good. That left side underhook, just likes to throw it by and circle backside, go hip to hip. So it won him match over Wright. Wright, an Ironman champion, won that 175-pound bracket last weekend. In impressive fashion, hit that Winn-Dixie in the finals for the fall over Colin Kelly. Burton was a Super 32 champ back in October, though, which kind of put him on the map, the junior for St. Joseph Regional. Looks like we're going to end this first period scoreless. Flip of the disc, going to be Burton's choice. He's going to go down. Burton committed to wrestle at Virginia Tech. He's just a junior, while Waters is just a sophomore, obviously uncommitted. So he gets set on the right side. Going to pull him back was Waters, and Burton's going to pick up the reversal in just 3 seconds. Now he's going to get to work on top, throwing the left side leg in. Waters, super fun guy to watch last season. I believe just took 1 loss all year, and it was here that he was able to avenge and come back and take 3rd at this tournament a year ago. And went on to win a state title as just a freshman. Hit a left side headlock in the finals.
He's only a sophomore, but he wants to wrestle in college.
Against a returning
Win
state
the
champion
gold
for the
and
fall.
gold championship. So both of
I
these
believe won him the
wrestlers
OW, the
have some
tournament.
great
As he
aspirations.
stands up to his feet and gets the escape, make it 2-1 now.
Call this the #1 tournament, high school tournament in the country.
Waters trains for Chance Marsteller's club, Stellar Train, so I believe he's rolling with Chance Marsteller quite a bit, right around the same size.
In this tournament,
Not a bad guy
just to mention a few:
to work with.
Kyle Snyder, Jordan Burke,
Back to this kind of snap to the front headlock, but Waters throws an underhook up of his own, gets it on the single. He's got the far leg. Oh, wow, Burton able to kick the right leg out before Waters established control. It looked like really close to 2 to me. He had both ankles. Burton's hands on the mat, but Burton was somehow able to squeak that right leg out. Avoid giving up control. Good attack there, though, by Waters. Kind of stole Burton's attack there, that left side hook. Just 20 seconds to go in the second. Will be Waters' choice to start the third period.
120 schools were represented. We crowned 15 female champions. We had 140 women. That tournament will only grow. The fastest growing sport.
Short time to go here in the second period.
Is women's
And that's going to
wrestling.
do it. Waters' choice to start the third. He's going to go down.
Let's go to center mat.
It's the opportunity to tie this one up.
75 pounds. Third and final period.
Waters going to cut away for his escape. Tie this match at 2 early on in the third period. We got 1:50 to go. See if either one of these guys settle it in regulation. Single leg attempt there for Burton. Now snaps back to this front headlock. He's picking up his pace, looking to go back to that single leg once again.
All tied up down to a piece.
Kind of liking that action by Burton. Snapping the head, waiting for Waters to pull it back up, and then he's dropping right on that swing. Attempted it quite a bit of times already this match. See if Waters has a bite on it yet. Just 1:10 to go in the third. So Waters is that left side underhook. Late in that second period, it was close to the takedown. See if he tries to go back to that. So we tick under a minute to go.
We'll wrestle 175 and 190.
There's back to that right side single leg is Burton. Waters threw his head to the outside, but Burton's able to convert it. He takes a 4-2 lead with just 33 seconds to go. Going to throw the left side leg in. Waters got to be thinking a reversal here probably. Once he's able to get this escape quick. Looking to pinch that elbow and possibly roll him through, but Burton's just going to stuff him. He's got Waters broken flat now. So he's got that cross wrist controlled as well. Good spot to be in for Burton. With short time to go here in the third period. That's going to do it here at 175 pounds. Back-to-back matches. Ryan Burton finds his way to a third period takedown to win it against top 10 guys in the country. Looks like he's probably going to be moving up in the national rankings, 175 pounds. He's your Beast of the East champion. 175 pounds, impressive performance. Here's the replay. There's that single leg. Waters pushed his head to the outside. He was able to crack it down and get the finish. And then the ride out for the 4-2 victory to win his first, I believe, Beast of the East title. We're going to move up to 190 pounds next. Waiting on that 5th place match at 175 pounds to finish up on mat number 5 before we start our 190-pound final.
75 pounds between Peter Snyder and Bekruz Sendrinov.
We're going to go to a break here real quick. We'll be back in just a moment, guys.
Security, if we could please get the wrestlers back in front of mat number 7. Get them off the floor, please. If you have completed your matches, please clear the floor in front of mat number 7. We got another match to go. We ask the wrestlers, security, please help us to clear the mats. Wrestlers in front of mat 7, we ask you to please clear those mats and please put the wrestlers in the back of the, thank you.
And your result from the 7th place match at 175 pounds, a winner by decision 5-3 is Al Perez from Northfield Mount Hermon. Perez 5-3 over Jake Stacy from Green Hill.
Still one match remaining. We're in overtime down there on mat number 5. So hold your 190s. Thank you to the Delaware Wrestling Alliance for hosting the 31st Beast of the East Championship. Proudly presented by Labware. Thank you so much for presenting and sponsoring this great event.
First of the 30-30s, mat number 5. Sendrinov of Council Rock South with a 2-1 lead.
At the completion of the 190-pound championship matches, we will go to the award stand and present the 165 and 75-pound medals.
Five seconds to go, mat number 5. Couple of near fall points. Going the way of Peter Snyder of Blair Academy. Snyder, a 5-2 decision in overtime. Places 5th at 175.
Guys, 190-pound final going down the 2023 Beast of the East. It's Harvey Ludington at a Brick Memorial. He's taking on Danny Rella. Ludington in on the shot early, driving Rella out of bounds. See Rella limping a little bit already. It's not a great sign. Just 14 seconds into the match. And he's going to take injury time. Looks like he dinged his knee up a little bit. This is one of the only weights of the entire weekend where the top 2 seeds made the finals. Ludington, the 1 seed, all bonus points to the finals. 3 major decisions and a fall. Rella, the 2 seed, had a fall, a major decision, a 15-8 decision, and picked up a fall in 2 minutes and 52 seconds in his semifinal to get here. So both these guys
77 and 21.
very dominant to this point. Hopefully
Hails from Woodbridge, New Jersey.
Rella's okay.
For 13 years now. Fourth in the New Jersey States in 2023.
They're going to cut the time. It's going to shake that leg out a little bit. Not really sure what happened.
The Beast of the East in 2022.
Just a couple early attacks for Luddington, but
To protect the American
right back in on these attacks is Luddington. Times the hands going near arm, far leg. Whizzer for Rella. Luddington's going to be able to pick it up as he got that elbow control back. Takes him to a hip. Going to take a 2-0 lead here early.
So somebody's will go.
Luddington, a junior, number 5 in the country at 190 pounds. Rella gets the escape. They get 2-1 as they go out of bounds.
New Jersey State champion. National high school coaches
Luddington
champion.
committed to wrestle at Arizona State,
Runner-up. Two-time New
class of
Jersey
2025.
finalist.
Shot by Rella. Luddington
Luddington.
catches him in the front headlock.
Correction at 175.
Right back in on the attack, though, is Luddington. He's getting near fall now, too. A 2-swipe.
With the
Gonna make it
4-1
6-1
win
now.
overtime. For fifth place, Sadrinov over Schneider. Let's meet the wrestlers.
And Luddington out to a quick start, picking right up where he's left off this whole tournament.
From Stanton River, Landon
Scoring
Jeffers
points in
Betts.
bunches
And from Malvern Prep,
all tournament
Nick
long.
Waymire. Wrestling for 7th and 8th on mat number 7. From St. Paul,
He's working on this single wrist
and from
ride,
Bergen Catholic,
possibly looking to load
Mantello Vargas.
Rella's hips up for a turn.
165-pounders.
Luddington, number 13 in the class of 2025 big board. So one of the top recruits in the junior class. He's looking to roll through. His cross wrist tilt didn't really pull that wrist too tight. Kind of put himself in danger on his shoulders. Over by the edge with just 12 seconds to go. Luddington keeping his toes in. Milking a couple extra seconds off the clock. We're going to get reset here with 8 seconds to go in the first period.
Harvey Luddington now, 6-1 lead, still in the first period. Jake Sawyer, Delaware, blowing the whistle. Ben Kiefer from Colorado, his assistant.
Luddington gets set on the right side, going head lever with short time to go in the first period. And that's going to do it for period number 1. Luddington leads 6-1. Disc going to come up red, Rella's choice. He's going to defer to Luddington. Luddington's going to go down to start this second period off.
Going for the fall, mat number 3.
Escape for Luddington, sends his lead to 7-1. He's right back in. An extended double leg, pulling him up though. Rella's kind of looking to go high flyer there, potentially on the edge, but Luddington's going to get the takedown now with the Navy. Going to turn Rella to his shoulders on the edge.
Third place
Going to go out of bounds though.
at 190 pounds.
.138 to go in the second period. Luddington already in major decision territory, leading by 8. Rella broken flat now. Back to that single wrist. Now putting the arm on the back. Working on the head. Luddington hasn't been necessarily close to a turn yet. Me personally, if I were him, I'd just be coming back up to our feet. It's been scoring in bunches from the neutral position. Pretty much at will. Now he's got this cross wrist once again. Load up the hips, pull him back. Just a 1 count. Going short sit now is Rella. Trying to seal off. Fight the hands. 10 seconds to go in the second period. Rella's close to getting separation. He's going to get the escape. A short time to go in the second period. Make it 9-2 now as we head to the third, and it's going to be Rella's choice. Rella's going to go down to start the third. Ludington looks to continue to ride. So he goes head lever on the right side. Oh, throwing the half now is Ludington looking for the fall, and there it is. What an impressive performance by Harvey Ludington. Bonus points through the entire Beast of the East field. He's going to be your 190-pound Beast of the East champion for Brick Memorial. Foot on the gas from start to finish for Ludington. Went out, got that takedown early, and got takedown to near fall. So you see there. And then this is how he finished it, throwing that half, lifting the head, and got the fall. We're going to head to break, guys. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Winner from Bergen Catholic for 7th place at 190 pounds, Pantello Varga. Varga by decision.
And now to the award stand for the 165-pound awards. Finishing 8th from Notre Dame, Dominic Simpola. In 6th place, Faith Christian Academy, Nick Singer. Finishing 5th from Somerset, Kendrick Hodge. In 4th place, Gilton School, Emmett Sherlock. Finishing 3rd from Cranford High School, Jordan Chapman. In 2nd place from Central Dauphin High School, Ryan Garnick. And your champion at 165 pounds, representing Blair Academy, William Hinkle. Liberty Fields Noah Hall. We finally found you in the computer. Sorry about the misprint. Finishing 7th. You are all Beast of the East, Mr. Hall. Noah Hall, 7th. Ladies and gentlemen, there are your 165-pound award recipients. Thank you, man. And now let's meet the 175-pound award recipients. Finishing 8th, representing Greenville High School, Jake Stacy. In 7th place, representing Northfield Mount Herman, Arsenio Perez. From Blair Academy, finishing 6th, Peter Snyder. In 5th place, representing Council Rock South, Cruz Sofredido. Finishing 4th, Belmont Hill, Hayden Botigliere. In 3rd place, representing Parkersburg South, Gage Wright. And finishing 2nd, representing Christian Academy, Adam Waters. And your champion, 2023, 175-pound Beast of the East, representing St. Joseph Regional, Brian Burton. Our next weight class will be 215 pounds. Once again, our next weight class, 215. And now let's go to the championship match. And let's meet 215 pounds, James Miller, Louisiana. And his opponent from Rumson, Fairhaven, Hudson Scove.
So we're going to get a forfeit here at 215 pounds. The 7 seed, James Miller, had a sale seeing going to be the 215-pound Beast of the East champion, as the 1 seed Hudson Scove had to forfeit in the finals. I believe back injury, wasn't feeling right, so not going to have a 215-pound final, unfortunately.
Wrestling for 3rd and 4th on mat number 3.
Going to have all of our placement matches, 215 pounds going on mats 3, 5, and 7, though, if you want to check those out. We're going to head to a break here for me on mat number 1. I'll be back with you guys here in just a minute.
From Malvern Prep, Stash Zolata. And from Northfield Mount Herman, Dylan Greenstein. And wrestling for 7th and 8th on mat number 7. From Xavier, Charles Wedman. And from Faith Christian Academy, Jason Singer. Near-fall points goes the way of Jason Singer. I'd also like to thank our bronze sponsors, ARG Communications, Bear Industries, Ralph G. Daily Obedience Sons, and Dylan Greenstein from Northfield Mount Hermon over Stash Zalota from Malvern Prep. Greenstein, your winner, for 5th place at 215 pounds. Jason Singer, your winner by decision, 10-3 over Charles Wedman. Singer by decision.
Heavyweight you'll be wrestling next. We'll give the 190 and 215 for Boris.
With a 6-1 decision over St. Joseph's, Aiden Schillings. Brian Christie by decision.
Let's go to heavyweight, 285 pounds, center mat. Let's meet them.
All right, guys, and we're back here on mat number 1. Gonna head up to our 285-pound final next. Should be a great one. Fourth in the country for Blair Academy in the silver singlet red ankle band. Second on Sean Kinney of Nazareth, number 6 in the country. in the white singlet, green ankle bands. See Neves moving forward with these double unders, and they're going to warn Kinney for stalling as they go out of bounds. Kinney was attempting to circle in, also attempted a little inside trip there. So not the biggest fan of that stall warning, but that's kind of how they've been calling it all weekend. Guys get taken with their backs towards the out-of-bounds line. Out-of-bounds that have been hitting them a lot this weekend. Don't hate it, don't love it, sort of indifferent. See Kinney going for the overcaller snap. Neves drops down in on the low single, but it's locking in the crotches. Kinney trying to get this takedown as he's got the ankle hooked. Neves continuing to wrestle, though. Close to the finish on the edge. They're going to go out of bounds. It's a close counter score there by Kinney. Neves continuing to wrestle to the position. Neves, a senior for Blair Academy, committed to wrestle Ohio State next year. In their solid room with heavyweights, guys like Nick Feldman. Good, great training partner for Neves. Saw Sean Kinney actually take on Feldman here 2 years ago in the finals. He was just a sophomore, lost that one by major decision, but at the time, Feldman was #1 pound for pound in the whole country. Went on a tear his senior year, now wrestling for the Buckeyes. Kinney, senior, still uncommitted. I believe he's still maybe between either wrestling or playing football at the next level. Got some Division I football offers. Just 10 seconds ago in this first period.
Ranked in the top 20 heavyweights in the nation. He's been wrestling 10 years. Ohio State wrestling champion, Ironman champion, Escape the Rock champion.
That's going to do it for period number 1. We're scoreless. A couple exchanges in that first period. It's going to be Neves' choice to start the second. He's going to go down. Saw Neves at Ironman last weekend in Akron.
His nickname is Big Country.
Pretty dominant on his way to the 285-pound title.
Is a senior from Nazareth High School.
Kenny's two-time Pennsylvania AAA state champion. Also, as a runner-up as a freshman. I was looking at his resume through his career earlier. Dude gets a lot of falls, really good in the top position. So Neves going down could be interesting. Might be Kenny's best position in his top. But Neves able to get circled back into him and get the reversal. Go up 2-0 early in the second period. I mentioned looking through Kenny's resume, I believe he has something like 72 career falls early on in his senior year. That's crazy impressive. Kenny's going to get up to his feet, and he's going to push him away. Make it 2-1 with 1:22 to go in the second period.
190 and 215 following the heavyweights.
Huge reversal there for Neves. As I mentioned, Kenny very good in the top position, so to take advantage and pick up a reversal is huge.
90-pound, 1 through 8. You're a 215-pounder, 1 through 8. Come on down. Our awards will follow the heavyweights.
Neves, see the power, man, digging these hooks. Now it's got body lock, double overs for Kenny. He's got that leg laced. They're going to be another warning on Kenny. Neves took him out of bounds once again. Second stall warning on Kenny. It's going to be a point for Neves. It's going to make it 3-1. It's kind of a similar situation as the first one. You saw Kenny lock his hands with those double overs and lace the right leg of Neves. Half-hearted attempt at an inside trip because Neves was just keeping good position, keeping his back straight and head up with those hooks. But they warned him, so that's a huge point in this one. Now a 2-point lead for Neves as it'll be Kenny's choice to start the third. Do it for period number 2. Kenny's going to go down to start the third. So trailing by 2. If you're Kenny, maybe thinking reversal or escape, and then he's got to find his way to some offense on his feet. Haven't really seen him necessarily that close. That definitely looked like a caution on Neves. But the official's just going to let him go as he pressured Kenny forward, had a lot of weight on his hands. Kenny's going to get up to his feet. It's a little trip by Neves. Switch attempt. Changeover by Kenny's back up to his feet. Neves going to push him away. Make it 3-2 now. Neves got Kenny over towards the edge once again. Kenny's got to do a better job of staying in here. Kenny's going to snap, go back center. You see a little foot fake there by him. He's going to have to find his way to offense of his own. Been Neves controlling the neutral game so far in this one. We got minute 10 to go.
In our high school championships.
Shot attempt by Kenny. Now re-attack down on the single leg is Neves. Kenny locking in the crotch. Now going straight leg. Possibly looking to sit corner here.
Who's going to get that takedown as we get 45
Kenny trying to take him through. Neves just staying down on the ankle, keeping his head under the knee.
Sean Kenny needs to turn him and get behind him.
We're going to get stalemate with 39 to go. Seems like Kenny's best opportunity. There's only 2 opportunities to score on their feet have come from Neves' attack. .30 seconds to go. See if we can put together
Don't be in a hurry. 106.
some offense here.
Get your t-shirts back on. We've got 2 awards to give out.
30-second
Go
sprint
back to your
here
corners, please.
for Kenny.
106-pounders. We got 2 award ceremonies.
Another shot attempt for Kenny. Neves was ready for it.
2 award ceremonies before we wrestle.
Another shot from space from Kenny, and he's extended in this front headlock. They're going to stop it with 6 seconds on the clock. Short time to go here. See if Kenny's able to find his way to a leg. He's coming forward. Neves can evade now with no stall warnings. And that's going to do it. Carter Neves of Blair Academy. Back-to-back weekends, going to win 2 major tournaments. After winning an Ironman title last weekend, he's going to take the Beast of the East crown at 285 pounds. That reversal in the second period and stall point was the difference.
We're in overtime.
As you see, here's the reversal he picked up in that second period.
We'll get right to the awards.
That was huge in that match, as I mentioned. And we're going to head to a break here once again prior to these awards coming up, then be right back with the 106-pound final.
30-30s, mat number 3. Brett Clatterbaugh out from the bottom takes a 2-1 lead over Calvin Lockman of Quakertown. Time expires in the first set of 30s. A takedown and a couple of backs. Calvin Lockman up to a 6-2 lead.
30 seconds. Awards coming up. 190, 215.
To go. And Calvin Lockman from Quakertown secures the overtime victory. Winner by decision 7-2 over Brett Clatterbaugh. Calvin Lockman, your winner.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your attention to the award stand. for the presentation of the 190 and 215 pound.
And with that win for Calvin Lockman, he secures his 100th career victory. Senior Calvin Lockman from Quakertown is a Centurion. Congratulations, Calvin Lockman.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to the award stand for the 190 and 215 pound awards. In 8th place at 190 pounds, representing St. Paul VI Catholic, Cash Colbert. In 7th place, Bergen Catholic, on Vallejo Varga. In 6th place, St. Joseph Regional, Caleb Jackson. In 5th place, representing Hanover Park, Vincenzo Levi. Finishing 4th, from Stanton River, Lanton Jobber Spence. In 3rd place, representing Malvern Prep, Nick Waymeyer. In 2nd place, from Paramus Catholic, Danny Rella. And your champion at 190 pounds, 2023 Beast of the East champion, representing Brent Memorial, Hartley Ludington. Ladies and gentlemen, your 190-pound award recipients. And now, let's meet the 215-pound award recipients. Finishing 8th, representing Xavier High School, Charles Weedman. In 7th place, representing Faith Christian Academy, Jason Singer. Finishing 6th, from Malvern Prep, Stash Zalata. In 5th place, representing Northfield Mount Herman, Dylan Greenstein. In 4th place, representing St. Joseph Regional, Aiton Schlepp. Finishing 3rd, representing St. Joseph Metuchen, Brian Christie. In 2nd place, your runner-up, from Brunson Fairhaven Regional High School, Hudson Scove. And your 2023 Beast of the East champion at 215 pounds, representing Salesianum High School, James Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, your 215-pound award recipients. And now let's go to center mat, and let's meet the 106-pound championship finalists. He'll represent Faith Christian Academy. Meet Joe Buckman. And his opponent represents
106-pound final for the 2023 Beast of the East. We got Joe Bachman in the black and white singlet, red ankle band for Faith Christian Academy. He's taking on Cameron Zonta, Del Barton in the white and green singlet, green ankle band. See the low ankle shot now pulling, going backside on the single leg is Bachman. Shin whizzer here for Zonta. Now looking to go limp arm was Bachman, but Zonta able to get his leg back. Bachman, the top seed here. Freshman, ranked number 2 in the country at 106 pounds. See both guys sort of 2-on-1 snap for Zonta. He won the Ironman last weekend.
Wrestlers, we
So
will
won
now
Super
wrestle
32 back in
106,
October.
113,
Super impressive
and
freshman.
120.
U17 world bronzes. Zonson on the single leg.
And then
Going
we will
split
get
as
back to
Bachman
do 4 award ceremonies.
over on the
So
edge.
wrestlers,
Zon's trying to pull him back in, but his
be ready
toes
to
go out of
rock and roll.
bounds.
We will complete 106.
Good attack there by
113,
Zonz. Just runs out of
and
real
120.
estate.
Let's meet the wrestlers.
I mentioned Bachman,
Wrestling for
U17
third
world
place,
bronze
number
this
3
past
at
summer.
106
He was
pounds.
competing
From
for
the Gilman
Puerto
School,
Rico.
McGettigan Liam.
Re-attack
from
here
Rare
on the
County,
drag for
Vincenzo
Zonz.
Anello.
Close to the takedown, but a
Wrestling for
rollover
fifth place, Matt
for
number
Bachman.
5,
Now he's looking for the
Phillips
takedown.
Academy,
Zon's down in the
Julian
leg.
Williams.
Bachman's going to get
And
the
from
takedown,
Council
though.
Rock North, Alex
Impressive defense there for
Diaz.
Bachman as he looked dead to
And wrestling
rights.
for seventh on mat
He
number
takes the
7,
2-0 lead
Northern
over on the edge.
Lebanon, Sam
We get
Wolford.
restarted
And
here
from St. Joseph Regional,
with 43
Charles
seconds on the clock.
Esposito.
Started these finals at 126 pounds, now looping back around. We got 106, 113, and ended off with our main event at 120 pounds. Be the last match of the tournament. Bachman going spiral ride. Super tough in the top positions. He's looking to lock up near side cradle now. Zon's up to his feet. Bachman continue to work with the spiral ride and brings him back down to his base. Bachman won a tight one in his semifinal. Vincenzo Anello of Blair Academy now won 2-1. Zon's getting close to the escape. Front headlock here for Bachman with 7 seconds on the clock. Zon's trying to clear. Bachman keeping his hands locked. They're going to warn Bachman for stalling, but I think he'd take that rather than give up the escape.
106-pound champion.
2-0 lead after one for
Our
Bachman.
referees, meet Rachel Woody from Kansas. She's your head ref.
Bachman's choice to start the second period. He's going to go
Kurt Weinberger from
down.
Pennsylvania. He's the assistant. Let's meet the wrestlers. Representing the Del Bartman School, he's a freshman from Montville, New Jersey.
Zon's looking to get set
Undefeated
on
this
top.
year, 5-0. Ranked 12th
Zon's
in
the
the
7
nation.
seed. He went through both the
He's
2
been
and
wrestling
3
10
seeds
years,
in
Super
tight
32
matches.
placer.
Put himself in the
He was
finals. Now
third
looking to
place
knock off the
at the
top
cadet
guy, but currently trailing 3-0 to Bachman after that
All-American.
early escape here in the second period. Bachman down low in his
Cross-country
stance.
state champion.
He does that a lot of times. Back to that drag to the single leg for Zonz. He's gotten there several times. Just hasn't found his way to a finish yet.
From Del Barton School.
Bachman likes to drop
Let's
to
meet
his
his
knees,
opponent, 106 pounder
get guys to reach up, and he drops in on the singles.
from Northwell, Pennsylvania, freshman,
Just like that,
20 wins,
Bachman in on the single.
0 defeats this season.
Going backside once again. We got Shin Whizzer for Zonz.
5-time Super 32 champion, Ironman champion, 2-time Pan American champion. He is a world
Over
medalist,
towards the edge.
bronze
Bachman
champion.
picking it up
He
and
won the
shelving,
bronze,
but they go out of bounds.
3-time state champion.
1:03 to go in the
That's
second
Joe
period.
Buckman,
As I mentioned, Bachman likes to
world bronze
drop to those knees, drop low, and wait for guys to reach, and then he drops in on those low
If you've
low
noticed,
attacks.
A lot of our young wrestlers wrestling in the USA Wrestling program, freestyle and
Zon's
Greco,
kind of meeting him down there, putting his hands down on the
have
mat.
done
Now
an
both guys on their
outstanding
knees
job.
with wrist control. It's very hard to wrestle guys that kind of stay low like this. Almost impossible to get to their legs. You kind of have to either go snap down or bring them back up to their feet somehow. Snap and circle to the corner. .20 seconds to go in the second. Bachman down on the
Once
knee.
again, wrestlers, we're going to go 106.
Now 2-on-1.
120.
Looking to throw it by is Zonz. He's
All
got
the awards
the
and
corner,
specialty
his
awards.
rear standing. It's not able to pick up the takedown, though, as they go out of bounds once again. Zonz had several chances on the edge, just has not been able to keep it in bounds. And Zonz checking his stance, dropping to the knee, and that's how we're going to finish the second period. Zon's choice to start the third. He's going to go down. Bachman get that early takedown and ride out. Zant's able to get out this time. Right leg coming in. We're going to get a potentially dangerous. Zant stood up to his feet with Bachman on his back. We start here with 1:45 to go in this third period. Figure 4 for Bachman. He's got Zant's broken flat. Zant's working back up to his feet. Bachman bringing him back. Back to that right side leg in for Bachman. He has to be super impressive. He's able to win Super 32, Ironman, and Beast of the East all in 2 months' time. Probably going to get another potentially dangerous there. And there's a stall warning on Zant for standing up with the leg in. That's how they call it. Typically, normally give the first one just a potentially dangerous, and depending on how the action resumes, next time they call somebody for stalling. We go out of bounds with 57 seconds to go now.
Under 1 minute remaining now, mat number 1, 106 pounds.
And it's all over. Mat number 3. Third place finish at 106 pounds from Blair Academy, Vincenzo Anello. Anello, a
Right leg comes back in for Bachman. He's going to work on top.
Anello by decision.
Now locking his hands. Bachman arching in, showing that he's still continuing to work on top as he pulls his arm back with the cross body. So we're looking to go ball and chain as you see that left hand of his reaching for the wrist in between the legs. Just 10 seconds to go, and he's got Zant's completely flattened out. Looks like that bottom choice by Zant's wasn't the best idea, but regardless, Joe Bachman for Faith Christian Academy wins his third major tournament in about 2 months. Won the Super 32 Ironman, and now the 106-pound Beast of the East title.
Your champion at 106 pounds.
We're gonna go to replay here. Here's the takedown in that first period, the counter score by Bachman. It was sit the corner, hook the ankle. That was a difference maker right there.
At 120, you will fall.
We're gonna get ready to head up to 113 pounds next. We're gonna have a break here real quick. We'll be back in just a moment.
Tied at 1, mat number 5 between Julian Rios and Alex Diaz. 5th place match at 106 pounds. still tied at 1 and potentially dangerous. And 2-point takedown 2 goes to the wrestler in red. That's Alex Diaz of Council Rock North. Diaz, your winner for 5th place at 106 pounds.
Let's meet the 113-pound finalists. Central Mountain, Tennessee. It's Joe Yorchuk. And his opponent from Notre Dame, Aiden Smith. Let's wrestle.
113-pound final, the Beast of the East. It's Aiden Smith of Notre Dame Green Pond in on the shot right away. Looking to hook those ankles.
13 pounds, mat number 3 from Northampton.
Taking on JoJo Yorchuk. Ankles hooked for Smith, but now doesn't have that arm cast across to the far leg. Gonna try to slip the arm out, but Yorchuk gonna try to sit up. Now hooked down on the ankle is Yorchuk. Keeping himself alive in this position.
113 pounds.
Trying to hook the ankle now is Smith. Yorchuk continuing to wrestle, possibly putting himself in danger here. Still back hooked on that ankle. Yorchuk now passing the leg. Yorchuk continuing to wrestle. This back hook on the leg. Smith just trying to get the finish here. Looks like we're probably going to get stalemated now as we're kind of settled, but both guys continuing to wrestle now. Smith frying in between those legs there, trying to take Yorchuk to a hip. Yorchuk gonna get height now, come through the middle. Far ankle for Smith. Trying to kick off that armpit. Guys with an ankle now. We're gonna get stalemated. Awesome exchange to start this one off. About a minute long scramble. A nice shot by Smith to start it off, but Yorchuk able to defend. Got number 5 in the country, JoJo Yorchuk out of Signal Mountain. He was a top seed coming into this weekend, while Smith, number 7 in the country, 113 pounds. The 2nd seed. Smith was a runner-up here a year ago.
He's a senior. 11-1 this year.
Senior committed to wrestle Cornell next season. Yorchuk's got Smith over on the edge. They're going to go out of bounds with 20 on the clock.
Second at the Beast last year. Third at Power 8. Champion at
Yorchuk just a sophomore.
He's a Pennsylvania AA state champion.
Smith was a PA AA state champion last season at 113 pounds. So competed at the Ironman last weekend where he finished 3rd at 113 pounds. So he's moving forward. Little throw-by attempt for Yorchuk, and Smith dropped it on the double. We're going to run out of time in the first period. We're scoreless after 1. An action-packed first period. Smith's choice to start the 2nd period. He's going to go down. Yorchuk really tough in the top position. I had him in my semifinal.
Aiden Smith was seated in number
He took
2
on
coming into this tournament.
John McGinty won that one 5-0 on road. Majority of that match was Smith up and away right away. Wow. There's some speed there by Smith.
Those guys are quick.
Up and away very quickly, just about a second. Take the 1-0 lead.
They're so quick. I don't think they get wet.
Smith takes a lot of attacks from space, likes his low singles and his double legs. He's 360 out of the 2-on-1 into the double. Back in a similar position we were in that first period as Yorchuk locked in the crotch, sitting into him, but Smith has that leg turked. He's gonna get the takedown. Now possibly looking for near fall as he's got under the chin. Yorchuk's gonna get that leg back though. Great attack there by Smith. 360'd out of the 2-on-1. So Yorchuk up to his feet, looking to cut away. He's gonna get the escape, make it 3-1 now. Favor Smith. Got some blood here for Yorchuk. A little bit of a bloody nose. Completely opposite body types here.
120-pounders.
Yorchuk's tall glass of water, and look at Smith. Pretty short and stocky. On the smaller side for 113 pounds.
285, 106, 113 to 120. So get ready.
Yurichuk's been in some battles this weekend. Won 7-5 in his round of 16, and then 1-0 his quarterfinal before the aforementioned 5-0 win in his semifinal. Smith also had hit himself a tight quarterfinal this morning. Won that one 2-0 over Nikos Filippos before winning by injury default over Cole David Heiser in the semis.
We'll clean that blood up.
Getting Yurichuk cleaned up here before we get back to action. Got 113 to go here, 113 pounds. Seen the speed on multiple occasions by Aiden Smith, getting to his leg attacks, getting that escape. But Yurichuk, you can see, has really good counter scores. Very comfortable guys in on his legs. Elbow off to the single backside double for Smith, but they're going to go out of bounds. Another slick attack there by Smith. Was close to the finish, but ran out of real estate. See, Yurichuk now dropping that hand, dropping to a knee, trying to prevent Smith from getting under him, but right like that, as I say that, he gets it on a knee pull, now diving through, passing the ankle, is Yurichuk. He's got that far ankle. Smith pulling himself in to the leg, a double leg, 23 seconds ago. Now Smith trying to score here. Yurichuk really good in this position, trying to sit corner, but Smith able to get his hips down to the mat, possibly looking for a score here himself with 11 seconds to go. Both guys locked in the crotch, sort of a 50-50 position here. Smith's got height, there's short time to go. And that's gonna do it for the second period. Awesome exchanges so far in this match. We still got a full period to go at least. It's Yurichuk's choice in the third. He's going to go down.
On both the gold medal and the bronze medal match. Delaware Wrestling Alliance, you've done it again, 31 straight years of wrestling excellence right here at the
Smith
bottom.
gets set on top. Smith also pretty tough in the top position in his own right. Good with cross wrists. He gets the return, dropping to the ankle. Yurichuk back up to his feet right away, though, and Smith's going to push him away. It's going to make it 3-2 with 1:45 to go in the third. Haven't seen Yurichuk really get to any offense of his own. We'll see. He pulls the trigger here in the third period.
One more weight class for
All of the exchanges have been coming off of Smith's shots. See if he puts himself back in danger. So we've seen counter score ability of Yurichuk several times in this match. Just hasn't been able to convert.
Ballard by decision for third place at 113 pounds.
Low single by Yurichuk. Wow. That was nice by Smith. Just got his knee down. Was able to get his ankle free and got the takedown. Immediate escape for Yurichuk, though, makes it 5-3.
113-pound championship match now. 1 minute remaining.
That was
on
super
match
quick by
number
Smith
one.
off the low single.
Still
Just slid
anyone's
off to the
match.
right.
Keep an eye on him.
Got his
Anything
knee to the
can
mat,
happen there.
ankle free. Now back in.
Aiden Smith
Coming out the
up by
back
2
door is
points.
Smith.
Let's see what
Controlling
happens.
ankles is Yurichuk. So Smith looks to finish here as it's Yurichuk. Pulling on those ankles. Now double leg for Smith. Yurichuk with the far ankle. Notre Dame Green Pond corner telling Smith to keep Yurichuk's feet off the mat, keep him elevated. That's the best way to win scrambles, but it's Yurichuk getting in position now after passing the leg. He's looking to get height.
More twists and
Smith down on the
turns
ankle
those
now.
guys.
He's got height.
I-95 freeway
Far
exit.
ankle scramble for both guys.
Hitting from
Smith
highway
switched his
one.
hands off and was looking to come out on top, but they're going to go out of bounds with 15 to go. Some textbook far ankle scrambling there by both guys. Just back and forth, 50-50 positions.
Aiden Smith's a senior.
Yurichuk's got 15 seconds to find his way to a takedown.
Yurichuk,
He's going to call injury time. He just wants tape for his finger or something. He's kind of swinging his finger around.
Go back to the blood timeout. Injury timeout.
Getting finger taped up for Yorichuk before we come back for our last 15 seconds. He's figuring out his game plan of how he's going to get to a leg attack or some kind of offensive score here late. I imagine Smith's not going to put himself in danger anymore. And there's a little false start on Yorichuk. He gets a caution, shooting a little early, beating the whistle. Yorichuk coming forward. No stall warnings on Smith, so he can evade as he's by 2. 10 seconds to go. Now dropping it on the leg once again is Smith, and he's probably just going to batten down here. Yorichuk going to try to create a scramble, but he's not going to have enough time. And Aiden Smith for Notre Dame Green Pond. To the east, save the best for last. We got number 2 at 120 pounds, Leo DeLuca, in the silver and blue singlet, red ankle band. He's taking on number 1 down to 113 pounds, Aaron Seidel of Northern Lebanon. Seidel making the jump up to 120 pounds. Made his way to the final. Seidel, a 2-time Pennsylvania State champion, just 1 loss in his career. DeLuca,
120
very impressive in his own right as he looks to duck there to the left.
Virginia.
DeLuca's been dominant this tournament.
In the 120 pounds.
Saw him win an Ironman title last weekend at 120 pounds in an awesome final against Barrick Jordan. Won that match 2-1, I believe. And the last second lefty headlock attempt for Barrick Jordan almost got it. Low double for DeLuca though, and he's gonna pick it up. Go up 2-0 here early in the first period. Still a minute to go. Seidel's gonna work up to his feet and he's gonna get the escape, make it 2-1. So Seidel going a really impressive run. Down 113 pounds at Super 32 back in October.
120-pounder.
Won a pretty good weight class where he took out Aiden Smith, who we just saw win a title in the semifinals. Throw by off the front headlock for DeLuca. He picks up another one, goes up 4-1. Now he's got the bar on the right side.
His opponent.
I've seen him been working on this a lot this year. He's gotten several falls in the last couple weeks that I've seen. He's running this hard out to the right side.
Aaron Seidel, 112 wins and 1 loss.
Stop it from potentially dangerous. That arm getting in a bad spot for Seidel. DeLuca came out firing here, man. Already 2 takedowns with just 20 seconds to go in the first.
2-time Pennsylvania champion, state champion, Super 32 champion.
Saw DeLuca make his commitment to the University of Iowa just a couple weeks back. He's just a junior. Seidel, back in the fall, made his commitment to Virginia Tech, also just a junior. Now dropping down to the leg, sort of crackdown position for DeLuca. 14 seconds to go. Seidel probably should just try to kick away here. Short time to go here in the first period. That's going to do it for period number 1. Leo DeLuca leads 4-1 after the first. 2 slick takedowns. DeLuca's choice to start the second period. He deferred to Seidel. Seidel's going to go down. DeLuca was a champion here 2 years ago, down to 113 pounds. Blair Academy I don't believe we're here last year. Seidel gets his escape early, makes it 4-2, 1:53 to go in the second. Another single leg for DeLuca coming out the back door. It's got Seidel on his butt at least for a second. Seidel getting a little bit of better position now. DeLuca coming out the back door once again. Under that far ankle is Seidel, tying him up. Now looking to pass the leg is Seidel. Both guys with their legs tied up. Seidel's got to try to get height here, but going to get stalemated with 1:17 to go. Luca's been living on Seidel's legs. Seidel's got to find a way to keep him off, try to get to his own offense. So really tough in the top position. I don't know if that's his path to victory in this match, though. I've never really seen DeLuca struggle too much on bottom. I saw Greg Jordan ride DeLuca pretty tough last
Second
weekend,
period,
but
we're halfway there
not
now.
sure that I've ever
4-2
really seen him
lead.
turned. It's a shot attempt for Seidel in
DeLuca.
space, not able to get there. Elbow off attempt for DeLuca. Seidel's spent his whole career, his first 2 years in high school, down at 106 pounds. And I talked to him after he won Super 32, and he said he wasn't sure he's going to be able to make 113 anymore, getting a little too big for those later weight classes, and was making the move up to 120. He's looked good all tournament. Pretty dominant. Got a technical fall over the 3 seed in the semifinal. And that went 21-6. Just 2 seconds to go in the second period. We're gonna head to the third. DeLuca leads 4-2. It's his choice. He's gonna go down. Seidel works hard for the turn here. Like I mentioned, really tough in the top position. Really good with tilts and bars. Seidel's going to get set on top on the right side. We're going to get a caution on DeLuca underneath. Trying to jump the gun there. Can't say I blame him. Seidel gets to work on top. Claw and spiral. Pulling him back is Seidel. Going tight waist. Going shallow half on the right side now. He's got DeLuca broken down. DeLuca getting back up to his base, though. Another breakdown for Seidel. Rideout's not going to do it for Seidel, though. He's got to find his way to a turn.
Ziegler by decision. In overtime, mat number 3. And for 5th place, Mason Jacob of Dobbins Bennett.
Back to the claw and spiral for Seidel.
St. Joseph Regionals, Mickey Batista. Jacob by decision.
Over by the edge. Not too much happening there. Probably
overtime,
just get a restart. There it is.
It's
It's 1:01 to go in the third. Seidel's got to find his way to a turn here in this third period. No warnings on DeLuca to this point yet either.
2 on the board for Green Landon Seiden of Norwin. Your winner in overtime.
So going to be a second caution on DeLuca. That's his second, so he's got to be careful not jump the gun here again, or that'll be a point for Seidel.
Ford 2 now, 1 minute remains
Back
in
to
this
this claw
120
spiral ride for Seidel. It's kind of basing out as DeLuca, not putting himself in danger. Looking to pull him back with a half with Seidel. DeLuca up to his feet, over by the edge. They're going to go out of bounds. Just 46 on the clock.
113, 120, and then our specialty awards. We have already presented the Governor's Award earlier today to Smyrna High School. Number 1 Delaware team finishing highest in the Beast
half
of the
for
East.
Seidel. See if he tries to pull him back with it. Okay, able to build back up to his feet. Close to lock hands there on Seidel. Very well may have been. Hand control for DeLuca, but Seidel's going to get it back. Just 25 seconds to go. Seidel's got to have to go for it now.
Fifteen ticks of the clock.
Switching tight waist one
That's
way
a
and the other
warning for
side is
stalling.
Seidel,
About
but
a
just 10
wrestler
seconds
now.
to go.
Next one will be
He's
a
really got to
point.
commit to a turn here as he tries to pull DeLuca back with a half. DeLuca's going to get the
1 point
escape.
for Leo DeLuca.
Comes up with an underhook. Headlock attempt for Seidel. Not going to be
That's a
enough,
winner,
though.
ladies and gentlemen.
Leo DeLuca is going to win
20,
his second
23,
Beast of the East title.
120-pound Leo
Going to
DeLuca
take out number
will
one
win
at down to
the
113,
championship.
Aaron Seidel, and he's your 120-pound
Seidel.
Beast of the East champion.
And now your attention to the award stage,
Awesome
please.
set of finals here this afternoon. It was a great weekend
We will present
here at the Beast of the
awards.
East here in Delaware. Always love coming to this tournament every year and being able to cover it. Appreciate these guys for having us. We saw
In our
Anthony Knox getting us started off at 126 pounds.
85-pound weight class. Our awards at 200.